In this video, we're going to start our exploration of assignments. To create an assignment, go ahead and click the location where you want it to go, and then go ahead and select Assignment. We're going to start with a preview of the options that we see here. Some of it may be familiar as they're similar as to what was in the discussion type of assignment. So let's give it a title. You can put any description of text in here for the assignment that you want. Again, all the formatting features are here as well. This assignment, you can include hyperlinks. So if I click link, I can paste the link to a YouTube video or a Google Doc, and then I can insert it here and it'll be a hyperlink like we've seen before. So it'll make a hyperlink for that. I can choose to do insert content if I want. So maybe I want some resources to come along with this assignment. Maybe this assignment is going to be a writing assignment, but I need to add resources to this assignment for my students to look at, and I don't want those resources to be in separate places. So I can include a YouTube resource, a hyperlink to other documents, and anything from my Google Drive right in here in this description box. I can also upload files. I can submit links this way here. I can pull from my resources. Additionally, I can provide audio, video directions or instructions to my students. If I want them to see me explaining it, I can record myself here. We're going to explore the Google Drive Assignments app in the next video. I can set due dates here. It must have a due date if you want it to be in the gradebook. So if you want to show up in the gradebook, again, you need to assign it a due date. Let's go ahead and put due date here. Assigning due dates is also essential when we sync these grades eventually from Schoology into Infinite Campus. Go ahead and give it a grade total. Please select the category. Again, the factor is the same idea. If you want this grade to eventually sync from Schoology to Infinite Campus, you need to ensure that sync to SIS is checked. Again, we can keep this at the numeric point total scale. Or if we have a rubric, this is an essay, maybe I have an argumentative essay rubric. You can create your own rubric, or you can search resources for other rubrics that might be available through the public domain or through other educators using Schoology. These options down here are very similar. It's right now individually assigned to students. Again, if you want to explore how to assign this to individual students or groups of students, you want to go to Schoology Support Help and search for grading groups. I can lock the assignment, so I can publish it now and make it available until a certain amount of time where I can lock it. No more submissions are allowed. Now, this one is important. This is submissions enabled, and what this means is, Schoology is online, and so this assignment is going out online. If they're turning something in online into Schoology, this needs to be enabled. This is very similar to Google Classroom, where let's say the assignment is to complete this Google Doc and turn it in, or respond visually in this way, or give me a Google drawing, or give me an infographic, or submit an image of some kind. If they're submitting anything to this assignment online that you need to look at, you have to have this enabled. Now, on the other hand, maybe I'm a math teacher, or maybe this is a project where they're building something and they can't turn it in online. It's a non-digital assignment, but I still want to have it in the gradebook so I can give them points for it. If I want to make this a non-digital submission, I can click that, and then now it's submissions disabled. So what this means is the students will still see the assignment, they'll still see all the resources, they'll see the due date, they'll see the points that it's worth, but they won't be able to turn anything in to Schoology. Basically, they would be turning in a piece of paper to you, or they'd be turning in a project. Maybe you're going to be observing something and you're just marking that they do it or not. So again, if it's a non-digital assignment, then you want a submissions disabled. If they are turning something in to this assignment online, then you want to make sure that submissions are enabled. Publish to students is set. It's going to publish immediately. Grade statistics is disabled. That's part of mastery grading, which will come later. Comments enabled. And then if you want to copy this to other courses, you can copy this to other courses if your sections aren't linked. So now maybe this first assignment is just going to be, you want to make sure you give your directions, probably something about grading, how they're going to be graded. Again, if they're using a rubric, the rubric will be available for them to see. Or maybe you have a link to a rubric for how they're going to be graded. But just thinking about, proactively, what resources do my students need? How do I put them in this description box or through this toolbar down here so they have everything they need in order to give the best response that they can? Now, if I'm ready to complete my assignment, I would simply click Create. So basically, what we've done is we've gone over the options for how you can create assignments. Our next couple of videos are going to show you how we can actually make assignments and grade them.